We say we're gonna get married because we're in love, we're feeling it.
1, 2, 3.
My darling, I love you, 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 I love you.
Hey you guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video we're gonna be talking about the reason why I decided to wait to have the 3 words, well no, the 3 letters. So this video is not to like bash anybody. This video is not to make people feel less of themselves, but this video is more of just showing a new perspective and basically giving somebody a new perspective on how to look at things. I just want to inform, you know, young people that might be thinking about doing it, or young people that's done it before and deciding that, you know, they want to like just relax. So let's get into the video. So like I said, this video is not to bash or make people feel less than just because they've done it, because I've done it. So it's like, it's not to do none of that. I want to start off with, I decided that I wanted to stop like having sexual intercourse. It was literally the day before I went to college. The day before I went to college, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not having any sexual intercourses with anybody anymore. It just doesn't feel right to me to give my body to somebody that I don't even know if we're going to end up being together in the long run. Yes, you might get into a relationship, and you know when you get into a relationship, the lovey-dovey, the cute stuff, you talk about like being together forever and it's gonna work and it's gonna, you know, we're gonna flourish. And yes, we all want that in a relationship, but sometimes we just don't know if that's what's going to happen. We don't know if we're going to get married. We say we're going to get married because we're in love, we're feeling it, but sometimes things go left and it doesn't happen. And so I'd rather just keep, you know, that part of myself out of the picture, because if I do give it to you and you say we're going to be together forever and we don't last, then I've wasted, I personally feel like I've wasted a body on somebody that I could have kept. I could have kept that. And I also believe in energy as well. Energy is very important. This whole world is based off of energy. You want to have good people around you. The energy that you get from good people brings you good energy. And so I believe with having sexual intercourse, it's not a game, it's spiritual. I don't care what nobody say. It's a spiritual thing. When you and another person connect in that type of way, you guys are automatically considered connected. In the Bible, it says that when a man and a woman join together, they are one. And I feel like when he said they are one, it wasn't in a way of saying, okay, you guys are, you know, y'all went to the courthouse, y'all got married, you know, had the whole do, and y'all are now one. I feel like he was saying when you guys had sexual intercourse, y'all became one. It's more than just physical. This world, society, we normalize sex as just sex. Like, let's have it, let's do it, yeah. But it's not that. It's not that at all. It's deeper than that. And when you have sexual intercourse with somebody, you guys are connected in a way. And I believe that because soul ties is real. Like, I've experienced soul ties to the T. I don't know what the person I had sexual intercourse with was going through. I don't know what demons he was against. Like, I don't know what he had going on. But I promise you, I was feeling all this like negative energy. Like, I was feeling it. And I'm like, what is going on with me? Like, this is not who I am. This is not me. I knew something was off. And so when I learned about soul ties from watching Michael Todd's Relationship Goals, and I learned about how you get connected, you guys' energy become connected in a way. And so whatever they feel, you feel too. And I said, dang, like that's what that was. That was the root of the problem with me, was because I gave myself to somebody that he wasn't 100% right for me. And so it made me like become like, I don't know what it was, y'all, but it was not good. Like, I just was not feeling myself. Energy was off, everything was off, and it took a long time. Like, it took a minute for me to get over that, that whole process or stage that I was going through. I had to like pray about it, and I had to ask God to remove all soul ties from my life. And he did it, because I'm finally whole, and I finally feel good. I finally feel free. I don't feel connected to nobody. I don't feel attached to nobody. And that's what sex can do. It can bring attachment to people that you don't need to be attached to, unless it is your, significant other, in terms to marriage. When I decided to not have sexual intercourse, I wasn't spiritual. Like, I wasn't even, I hate to say it, I wasn't like really focused on like my spiritual self, like, God and stuff like that. I wasn't in that state of mind. I wasn't in that stage in my life, that season of my life. I wasn't thinking about none of that. What I'm trying to relate to you guys is, you don't have to be in that stage of your life where you're spiritual, or you're learning about God or whatever that is. You don't have to be in that stage, or you don't have to be spiritual to want to wait. It just saves you so much trouble. God is really trying to save us from a lot of things, and we fail to realize that he's trying to save us from loneliness, from feeling empty, from feeling insecure, from viruses. He's trying to save us from so much things, but we're not realizing that sexual intercourse was supposed to stay in its container of marriage. When it's in its container of marriage is when you be able to enjoy it. But when you do it outside of marriage, then that's when you open up a can of worms that wasn't even supposed to be opened up, that could have been prevented. And it's hard in this society, because it's something that is so normal. It's something that you don't think twice about. It's something that needs to be talked about, because it's important. It's not something to play with. I know that for me, I felt very empty. I felt empty inside. When you give your body to somebody and things go left, you guys don't date anymore, you guys don't talk anymore. It makes you feel lonely. It makes you just feel like, how do I get that love from another person? So I really feel like keeping your purity, being celibate, you don't have to think about those things. I believe that once you start giving your energy to different people, what do you have left? What do you have left for yourself? You're giving, what do you have left? Hear me out here, okay? Okay, say your energy is full right now. You haven't had sex before, you haven't had sexual intercourse. So you're good, right? So you feel good, everything's straight with you. And so you decide to indulge in sexual intercourse. And so you give to John. John hurt you, he break your heart. So you're like, oh my gosh, okay, so let me fill my void with Tom. You give to Tom. Then it doesn't work, so you're like, okay, let me fill my void with Tim. You give to Tim. And so you're giving out your energy, so now you're feeling empty. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, how can I fill myself back up? I'm empty, how can I fill myself back up? You're thinking, to fill myself back up, I need to indulge in sexual intercourse, because that's what you've been doing this whole time. And so you're really causing more harm than good. Just look at it like that. Like, I don't want to give my energy out to everybody. They don't deserve my energy. I don't deserve their energy either, because we're not together, we're not married, we're not in covenant. So I don't deserve their energy, they don't deserve my energy. And the only person that is going to deserve my energy is the person that I'm getting married to. And I also feel like it's so worth the wait, because what do you and your significant other have to look forward to? You see what I'm saying? Like, what do you guys have to look forward to? You done gave him sexual intercourse. You probably done gave him wifey material. You probably shacking up with him. So it's like, what's the excitement? What's gonna be the fun when you guys actually become married? Because y'all doing everything before marriage. So it's like, what is there for him to wait for? There's nothing for him to wait for. There's nothing for him to be excited for. And then I know that you gotta test the waters before you marry the person. But let me tell you guys something. When you really think about it, right? When you really like somebody, when you really you feel the connection, it's the spiritual, physical, mental connection. When you really like somebody, you know the sexual intercourse is gonna be good. Y'all feel it before the sexual intercourse. So 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be there. People try to use that all the time, but let's be real. You don't have to test the waters in order to figure out if you know this person is for me. For me, I'm more of a mental person. I feel connected with somebody when we connect like mentally. Like, I don't really care for the physical. Well, okay, I take that back. I do care for the physical, but the mental has to be there for me to really take it a step further with somebody. So that honestly isn't a problem for me, like worrying about, you know, if the waters are good, if I need to test his waters. Like, that's not a problem for me because I need to test your mental. That's what I need to test. I need to make sure we're both on the same page, we're both connected spiritually, mentally. Like, that's what's most important to me. Also, remember this, y'all. If you tell somebody that you want to wait until marriage, if you tell them that this is what you want to do and they're for it and they're good and they're like, yes, we can do it, wait it out. Don't let nobody try to trick you into thinking that they're all for it, because there's a lot of guys out here that they say they're all for waiting and they'll be willing to wait and they don't be talking about nothing. Like, once y'all get into the mood of, you know, feeling tempted, they're like, man, come on, let's just try it one time. Let's just do it one time. Just one time. And you give them that one time. In my mind, I think like this. I'm like, okay, you give them that one time. Now in their head, they like, yeah, she ain't really for real about what she was saying. She ain't for real about how her morals, her values, what she believes. Let me try her again. Like, you gotta stand firm on what you want to do. Don't let these people try to tempt you to give in, because if they tempt you to give in, then you're gonna go right back into that state of feeling empty, of feeling like there's a void. The only person that can fill your void is God. Sexual intercourse can't fill your void if that's what you're thinking. I'm telling you this right now, it can't fill it. Honestly, this is something that's important to me. It's something that I value, and the people that I gave my body to, they didn't really deserve it. So I decided to just be celibate, and there's nothing wrong with you doing it before and deciding that you want to lay low, that you just want to stop and you want to wait until you find that right person. There's nothing wrong with that. Boys are a distraction, and I'm not here to bash boys, because if you're a boy, girls are a distraction. Like, either way, distraction. Because once you start to give your body to them, you start to feel connected to them. You start to feel attached to them. And I know for girls, we're emotional human beings. We like to be hard-bodied. We like to think that we just tough. At the same time, we do have a emotional side to us. So we do become attached, and that also brings distraction, because now you're trying to figure out what they doing. You want to know, you know, who they texting. You want to know this and that. And y'all ain't even together. Or y'all not even married to be doing all that. Or, you know, he not even treating you how you supposed to be treated. But you steady worrying about what he got going on because you done gave that to him. It's just too much of a distraction. It's too much of a burden that just needs to be gone. This is the container. And on the container, it says marriage. Keep it in that. That's just what I believe. I believe that, you know, God is really trying to save us from so many troubles. He's really on our side, and we don't even see it, that he's really trying to protect us. And, you know, some people might not agree, and it's okay. It is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay to wait. It's okay to go back, reverse your little steps, and say, hey, you know, I just want to be celibate. It's completely fine. Don't make nobody ever try to let you feel like, oh, because you did it, you can't turn back that. You did it already. You already gave up your virginity. Don't make nobody feel like you can't stop. You can't turn it back around and be celibate again. Honey, they gonna say what they gonna say, and you just gotta keep pushing. You have to stand true to your morals and your beliefs. And like I said, before I even got into my whole spiritual realm of really connecting with God, I made the decision. So I just wanted to protect my energy. And now I feel 100% whole. It's like a weight lifted off of your shoulder, knowing that you don't have to worry about no man, It's been a year. It's honestly changed me. It's helped me to love myself more. I'm just really so focused on myself, and because of not indulging in those things, because those things, you got other people attached to you. You ain't even just focusing on yourself no more. You focusing on you, Tim, John, and I had to pray to release those soul ties. I'm not attached to nobody. I ain't attached to nobody. We plan on making it to many more years until I get married. I'm excited. If you guys are thinking about doing it, or if you have done it before and you're thinking about, you know, not doing it anymore, do it, girl. This is the end of the video. I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that I've shown you guys a different perspective on how to look at things. Let's normalize waiting until marriage, not even waiting until you have a boyfriend, because you don't know where that's going to end up. You don't know. You might be with him for 7 years and y'all end up breaking up. Now you got to deal with, at least it's one less thing you don't got to deal with, that soul ties. So let's normalize waiting until marriage. I'm here for it. I know people gonna try to say it's hard to do, you know, I'm a sexual person. Yes, we all are. We're made to be one with somebody, to connect with somebody. But it's okay to wait. There's nothing wrong with waiting. Test your discipline, test your self-control. You can do it. Don't let nobody tempt you. I thank you guys for watching my video. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys learned something from this. Spread the word, spread the love. Love you. Bye.
I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.